Good morning, everyone. Wow, that's loud. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us early, bright and early on a Monday morning. It's wonderful to be here today with Premier Ball, my cabinet and caucus colleagues, as well as Husky Energy Vice President Malcolm McLean, along with Suncor and Nalcor. I'm always immensely proud to be Newfoundland and Labrador's Minister of Natural Resources. And on days like today, the role is especially rewarding. This is because we are quite fortunate to live in a province rich in natural resources, including oil and gas. From prospectivity to discovery to production, the long-term view for oil and gas exploration and development in Newfoundland and Labrador is very exciting. There is a lot happening in our offshore oil and gas industry today. 7 new entrants in our offshore this past year. We welcome Total Canada, Nexen, BP, Hess Canada Oil and Gas, Noble Energy Canada, Delec Group, and Anadarko. One of the largest ever 3D acquisition programs will get underway this summer with 3 3D vessels to complete 4 3D surveys. This is unprecedented in offshore Newfoundland and Labrador. In addition, the 2D multi-client program continues undertaking research and exploration work. The results of the scheduled land tenure have been outstanding, with nearly $3 billion in commitments to exploration in the last 2 years. Statoil is actively drilling another exploration well today. Bonaventure 096 is in the Flemish Pass, with another well to follow. Offshore Newfoundland and Labrador is considered one of the top frontier regions in the world today, with over 20 basins, significant new basin areas, over 350 leads and prospects defined to date from new seismic work. Also today, Husky announced its latest discovery that has been made in northwest White Rose. The White Rose A78 well was drilled approximately 11 kilometers northwest of the Sea Rose FPSO in the first quarter of this year, 2017, and delineated a light oil column of over 100 meters. And the discovery continues to be assessed. And we are all anxiously awaiting the Hebron tow-out, which will be the 4th producing project in the Jeanne d'Arc Basin. Today, we are very excited that Husky has announced before the opening of the markets this morning that they, along with partners Suncor and Nalcor, are moving forward with the White Rose extension and building the Wellhead project here in Newfoundland and Labrador. In a few moments, the Premier will announce the details of this outstanding benefits to the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. And this commitment is a vote of confidence in the province's expertise, its skills, knowledge, and speaks to the opportunities right here in Newfoundland and Labrador. Our government is working hard to ensure Newfoundland and Labrador is the preferred location for offshore oil and gas development globally. Working with the Oil and Gas Industry Development Council, many of which are here today, we will ensure we are creating conditions that are ideal for increased offshore exploration and development. With decades of exploring for oil and gas in Newfoundland and Labrador, we have gained knowledge and understanding of the opportunity and how to manage it. Discoveries coupled with recent and upcoming developments have generated incredible momentum. And as a result, we are moving forward, strengthening our industry, and creating a sustainable future in oil and gas. And with our substantial prospects, we look forward to the many opportunities for exploration, discovery, and resulting growth that are on the horizon for Newfoundland and Labrador. There is no doubt that today is a great day for our province and another milestone for our oil and gas industry. I'm now pleased to ask Premier Ball to share details of how today's announcement will have immense benefits and a positive impact for Newfoundlanders and Labradorians. Premier Ball.
Well, thank you and good morning. Thank you, Siobhan. And first and foremost, I want to thank you for coming out on such short notice. And as Siobhan just mentioned, is when you think of Monday morning announcements and coupled with opening bell on the markets, we really had no other choice but wait until the last minute to send out the invitation. So thank you, it's much appreciated. As we've reflected on Minister Cody's comments and about Newfoundland and Labrador, there's something very unique about our province. And I always refer to Newfoundland and Labrador when I speak to my colleagues, is indeed this province is a rare find. It's a province that is rich in natural resources, but we also have some of the best highly skilled workforce you will find anywhere in the world. We are home to the innovation of industries, the impressive post-secondary institutions that are supported by the development in one of the world's harshest marine environments. So I believe that we have much to be proud of, and we are punching above our weight class, especially on the global stage. So today's evidence of those strengths is further highlighted by this announcement today as we join Husky as the operator to mark the continued progression of Newfoundland and Labrador's oil and gas industry. This is an exciting endeavor with construction scheduled to begin later this year, with first oil expected in 2022. Through this project, direct employment, business, and other industrial benefits provided to the province will be more than $3 billion in provincial royalties, equity, and taxes. So it's $3 to $4 billion in royalties, equity, and taxes to Newfoundland and Labrador. This is the largest oil and gas production project to move forward in Canada this year. Since the agreement with Husky was first signed, the oil and gas industry has undergone some significant changes. We have seen tremendous fluctuations in oil prices, along with changing economic conditions and the introduction of new technologies. What has been consistent, however, is the optimism that exists in our offshore industries, and our local companies are helping capitalize and realize its vast potential and producing technologies that are being exported globally. To support companies to develop and invest in our industries, our government is committed to working together and working collaboratively. We need to ensure our industries are attractive and competitive while supporting our provincial businesses and our communities. The project being announced today has changed significantly. There will now be more than 10 million person-hours of employment during engineering and construction phases, of which 9.7 million person-hours is direct employment. So if you compare that to 2013 projections, there will be approximately 5,000 person-years of employment through construction. This represents a 72% increase since 2013. Creation of these new employment opportunities will be a welcome addition to our economy and be a significant boost to local communities throughout our province. As well, Husky and its partners are committing another $60 million over 10 years to the provincial government. We will use this money to create innovation and a business development fund. These are important resources that support our ability to increase the level of innovation occurring in our industries and our communities. It will allow businesses to grow and to expand their operations and further diversify our economy. Construction of the concrete gravity structure will be done in Argentia. We will also be working with the town and the surrounding region to capitalize on new economic development opportunities. It is expected that peak construction of the concrete gravity structure in Argentia will see between 700 and 800 people employed at site. This is an increase from the previous number of 500 people employed there. And this does not include employment for the engineering and fabrication of the accommodations module, the fabrication of the flare boom, the helideck, and the lifeboat station that will also be constructed in this province. During the operations phase, there will be approximately 250 new platform positions being created, as well as direct and indirect employment for another 1,500 people. Husky Energy and the provincial government are also committed to increasing collaboration on future supplier development opportunities. The Wellhead Platform project will provide an innovative way of developing this part of the field, and it demonstrates prudent resource development by increasing recoverable oil. The benefits of this development will be felt in very direct ways by our supply and services sector and by the many workers and their families who will operate the construction site at Argentia. Partnership and collaboration have been key to our success, and we look forward to continued work with our current partners and the cultivation of new relationships. So I congratulate the team at Husky, at Suncor, and at Nalcor on all they have done, all they've accomplished, and I look forward to your continued growth and your success, because it is truly Newfoundland and Labrador's growth and our success as well. There is much more to come. We are still in the early days of our offshore oil industry, and our future is bright. There are tremendous untapped resources through those narrows and in this room today. By government, industry, academia working together, we can take this rare find of our province and be at the center of this global industry. Despite a worldwide downturn in the oil and gas industry, we're moving ahead, and we're looking forward to many more opportunities for exploration and development on the horizon in Newfoundland and Labrador. I now would like to invite Malcolm McLean to share some remarks on behalf of Husky Energy. Malcolm?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Premier Ball, Minister Cody, Minister Mitchell-Moore, members of the House of Assembly, and ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed a good day for Husky, our partners Suncor and Nalcor, and the province. We are pleased to be advancing this project at a time when few projects of its size are moving forward anywhere in the world. Today's announcement sets the scene for Husky's next stage of development in Newfoundland and Labrador, and will ensure production from White Rose for many years to come. In a large part, this project is made possible by our investments in the Sea Rose floating production, storage and offloading vessel, as the wellhead platform will leverage its infrastructure. The wellhead platform represents a new technology for Newfoundland and Labrador. While it's a proven concept elsewhere, Husky is the first to bring it to this region. It represents an innovative way to develop small fields and outlying areas of large fields. It also enables improved drilling efficiency and greater oil recovery. The project is estimated to require around 10 million person-hours of work in the province. That's around 5,000 person-years. This includes more than 1.3 million person-hours of engineering work. When in operation, the platform will provide around 250 permanent platform jobs and indirect employment for another 1,500 people. Getting to this day hasn't been easy or straightforward. I would like to acknowledge our Vice President of Developments, Richard Pratt, and the members of his team who are here with us today. Richard is in the second room. Without their hard work and unwavering faith, the project could have easily slipped from deferral to cancellation. In 2014, in the face of falling oil prices, we made the difficult decision to put the project on hold. I know that disappointed a lot of people, including many here with us today. I was personally very disappointed. I had originally come to St. John's to manage the West White Roads project. Hitting the pause button gave us the opportunity to take a second look at the project, to challenge assumptions, to better define our scopes of work, and to reduce risk. During the deferral period, we finished construction of the graving dock in Argentia, where the platform's concrete gravity structure will soon start to take shape. In addition, we completed our regulatory review with the Canada, Newfoundland and Labrador Offshore Petroleum Board. We also re-evaluated the amount of oil we could recover through the wellhead platform and took another serious look at a subsea development. Like all companies, we have certain criteria, certain economic expectations for our projects. Our region has to compete for investments with gas field developments in Asia Pacific, thermal projects in Saskatchewan, and opportunities elsewhere. Against this backdrop, we created a strong investment case that is allowing this project to move forward for the benefit of the province, Husky, and our partners. In addition to the jobs that will be created over its life, the project is expected to pay $3 to $4 billion in royalties and taxes. Husky has been actively involved in the Atlantic region for over 30 years. We know the operating environment well, and we have made significant investments. Our long-term commitment and faith in the region give us the confidence to move forward with this significant project, even in the current low oil price environment. I look forward to seeing the wellhead platform taking shape over the coming months and years. Thank you for your kind attention. Thank you very much.